Good morning, students. As we all know that we already started our lesson number 1 in school when you were regular in this school. Uh, but before starting my online class, before start my online class, I will give you a quick review of the content which we have already covered, right? So our first lesson is networking concept. I told you earlier that what is network and what is networking. Before it, I want to clear that we will learn in this chapter. Some points are there which we will cover. Computer network and its components, advantage of networking, networking media, types of networks, networking devices, networking terminology, and protocols. Right. Before we start our lesson, I will start to I will start with an example to give you a brief point of view to understand the network. Like students, you can read in this chapter, in this book, that in our daily life, we are facing so many networks, but without knowing them. Right now, like networks of road, there are always one road is connected with another roads. And only by this method, we can reach our destination, right? Like railway lines, same way, same way, there are so many railway lines which are connected with another line, like canals, like ATM machines, like radio, like television network. We all are using our separate setup box and dish antenna in our home to see the programs, right beta? Like network of malls, schools, hospitals, these all networks are connected. Now question arise, what is network, which I am using again and again? Network means some connections between anything, like connection in or links in banks, ATM machines, radio, television, mall, school, hospitals, roads, railway lines, etc. Right? The same link when we establish between the computers, then we can say it, or it is called network of computers. When we connect some computers each other with the help of wire or without wire, it is called network of computers. Now some components of network of computers, so that we can know that which devices we required to establish a network, right? So very first device is minimum two computers, right? Because with one computer we can't share anything, and which whom we would share, right now? Then we need minimum two computers. Between them we can share data and resources. Another thing is hub or switch, you can say it. Switch bhi ho sakta hai and hub bhi. What is the basic difference between hub and switch? Hub has only 4 or 5 6 ports maximum. Maximum time it has 4 ports, means we can connect only 4 computers, or sometimes only 3, right? But in switch we can attach 8, 16, 24, 28, or 32, or 36, or 40. Like we can attach many devices, many computers with the help of switch. So switch has more capacity than hub. Next is, the computers in a network can communicate with each other as well as work independently. Each computer in a network is called a node. Like students, look beta, when two or more computers are connected in network, then every computer will called a node. Each computer in network is called a node. One of these nodes act as sender that transmits the information to other nodes in the network known as receivers, right? So suppose we have computer number 1 like this and computer number 2 on the other hand, right? When we send something from computer number 1 and received by the computer number 2, in this case computer number 1 is sender computer and computer number B or 2 is receiver computer, right? These computers are linked with each other through some medium like cables, telephone lines, radio waves, or infrared light beams. Any communication medium can be possible, right, to establish a connection between two computers or more than two computers. So we have an example just below it. You can read the uh, main topic of it or the name of this picture: computer network as a data communication system, right? It consists of following parts. We have so many parts. We need all these parts to establish any network. Number one, message. One message we required in which we can uh, converse or communicate our message, or you can say any message can be text based, picture based, audio based, video based, right now. So whatever you want to send to your partner's computer or with your neighborhood computer, then it will called a message, right? Sender, the device which sends the matter or message to another computer is called a sender, and other side receiver who receives these messages, right? Next is transmission medium. Yes, it is very important component. That transmission medium means uh, which medium is used to transmit these or transfer these messages among the computers, right? Or in between the computers. It can be of two types: number one with wire and number two without wire. When we are talking about with wire, it means we can attach the computer with the help of some specific type of wire. And these wires are twist pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. Or when we are talking about wirelessly, then we have radio waves are some examples of transmission medium, or Wi-Fi, right? Like this. Now protocol. Now protocol. A protocol specify a set of rules that governs the data communication. Without a protocol, the data cannot be accessed between two communicating devices. What it means? It means, what is protocol? Protocol is a set of rules. Look students, when you bring something from market, your parents uh, tell you how or which route you can take to reach the market, right? Or if you are going to purchase a very delicate thing, then they also suggest you the ways or advised you the ways in which you can bring that delicate item to your home with safety, right? So they can tell you that go slow, come slow, uh, handle with care, right now. Always keep aside, like these rules. So that you can perform your task perfectly. Same way, when computer files transferred into the computer, one protocol means a type of file in which computer decide the set of rules. Okay, how a file can be uh, transmitted from one computer to another is called a protocol. Protocol, nothing, just like a set of rules. कुछ rules होते हैं in which we have to follow to transfer any file. अगर हम उसको follow नहीं करते, then we can't transmit our file from one computer to another, right? Without a protocol, the data cannot be exchanged between two communicating devices. अगर हम ये फॉलो नहीं करते हैं then we can't communicate, right? Now when we are talking about networking, it means there are some advantage of it. Otherwise we are human being, and our nature is this, that we can't do anything in which we don't have any profit or any advantage we can take, right? So in networking we have so many advantages, or so many easiness we can say, right? And these easiness and these advantages are: number one, efficient use of storage media. What it means? It means it is more economical to store an application software on network drive than to store a copy of application on each other's storage devices. What it means? It means, beta, when we connect some computers with each other, then there is no need to establish, or no need to insert, or no need to attach a high capacity hard disk, high capacity of hard disk with every computer. We can communicate with all computers with a single hard disk. How it can be possible? Because one computer becomes a server, means main computer, right? In which we can store everything, whatever we do in different computers, because they are all connected, and all the data can be stored in a one place only, right? And in that one place we can insert a high capacity hard disk, so that every data can be stored. Okay, so it is better to have one big hard disk in the server than to have small hard disk in different computers. No need to establish or insert uh, different hard disk in different computers. No need of it. You can just uh, put a very small hard disk in every computer and a big hard disk in a main computer, which we called a server, because the main computer is called server, right? After that, preserving information. Yes, it is difficult to maintain regular backups. Suppose you are working independently, means separately in every computer, then it can be very much difficult to take backups, means to make a copy of important data every day from different computers. Then, but if all the data is stored into only one computer, then we can take a regular backup from one computer. It is quite easy, and it can preserve our information, right? After that, reduction in hardware cost. We already discussed that there is no need to insert a high level or high capacity of hard disk in every computer, and there is no need to attach printer or scanner or speaker with every computer if they are connected in internet. Sorry, connected in network, right? Then it means we can save our money, we can save our money, because there is no need to spend our money unnecessarily on different computer parts to attach with individual computers. No need of it. If 8 or 10 computers are, or more than 8 computers are attached in networking, then we can attach printer, scanner, speaker with the server only, and we can operate from any computer if they are connected, right? After that, next advantage is efficiency. What is efficiency? In a network, the deletion, modification, or upgradation of software data is to be done at a single point only. Suppose we have three types of one type of file in three computers with its different parts. Means one user is entering data in a one part, and second in another, and third is another, right? But suppose one computer has some changes in the data, then it is not possible, if they are not connected, that in a second computer number 2 and 3 automatically get changed the data. No, but if they are connected, then only from the one place we can delete data, we can modify it, or we can upgrade the softwares. And in one computer, if we upgrade the software in one computer and do anything in one computer, the corresponding changes automatically take place in every computer, right? So then in this way we can increase the efficiency of our computer in a network. Next is redundancy. It is very important point, because every data is stored in a one computer, that is called server. Then uh, the it eliminates the chances, or reduce the chances to duplicate of duplicacy of data. right now. When you enter same name again or same code again, then computer will inform you in, if the computer is in network, that this data is already entered in our computer, no need to re-enter it, right? So we can do uh, data coding redundancy, you can say it. And second redundancy point is that there is no need of taking printouts of our computers, uh, computer files or computer documents, right? There is no need, because if we are in a network, then we can share our file with others without taking printout, right now. So in this way we can eliminate or reduce the chances to waste the papers. And if we save our paper, it means we are saving our trees. And if we save our trees, it means we are saving our environment. And if our saving our environment means we are saving the humanity, right? So it is very noble cause also, that in networking we can reduce the use of papers, so we can stop the wasting. Now network media, that we talked in our first part of this lecture, that we have some uh, uh, media required, means wire or without wire, we have to adopt some technology. We have to use some wires or without wire technologies. These are called media, right? Then first of all, networking media is called wired networking technology. That is first of all Ethernet cable. What is Ethernet cable? An Ethernet cable is one of the most popular form of network cable used in wired network. We all know that if we want to connect computers with each other, then we need a Ethernet cable. As you can see in figure 1.3, that a wire is connected with a jack. This jack is called RJ45. It is universal jack. Whenever you connect your computer with any uh, uh, another device or any other computer, then you have to plug it with RJ45 jack, right? It is your LAN cable jack. That is called LAN cable also, Ethernet cable. And uh, but it larger, this cable resembles a phone cable, right now. Just like your landline phone, uh, it has also a jack, but it is very small in size. But the LAN cable adapter, or you can say uh, LAN cable adapter or jack, you can say, it is just larger of it, larger than it, you can say, right? Then phone cable is very small, has very small jack, but in networking we have its bigger size, right? And it has 8 wires in it, 8 wires with different colors of pairs, right? Ethernet cable connect various devices such as PCs, routers, and switches within a local area network. The advantage of these cables is that they have less power consumption. एक तो इसकी पावर बहुत कम यूज करता है ये, and but the drawback with these cables is that computers required an Ethernet adapter card to the motherboard to connect the Ethernet cable, right? What is the drawback, what is the limitation of it? That if we want to attach a computer with Ethernet cable, then we need a card inside the motherboard. अगर अगर वो नहीं है तो हम इसमें नहीं कर सकते हैं, right? Okay, now we have two types of Ethernet cable. Number one is crossover cable. It is basically designed for connecting two computers without a hub or router, right? What is cross cable? It is basically designed for communicating two computers without a hub or router. It is a crossover cable. क्यों बोलते हैं इसको क्रॉस ओवर केबल? क्योंकि ये बेसिकली डिजाइन की जाती है कनेक्टेड टू कंप्यूटर विदाउट हब और राउटर. मींस if we want to attach more than two computers, then we need router or hub or switch, But if you want to connect only two computers, then one wire can uh, uh, serve this purpose, that we can directly attach two computers with this crossover cable, right? Next is straight through cable. This type of cable, this type of cable has got both its end identically to each other. It used to connect a कंप्यूटर टू राउटर और अ स्विच. इसके दोनों तरफ जो वायर के जो पोर्शन होते हैं बेटा, जो सिरे होते हैं, जो एंड होते हैं, उन पे एक ही जैसे जैक लगे होते हैं, एंड दिस जैक कैन सर्व द पर्पस, राइट? वन विल इंसर्ट इन द कंप्यूटर और लैपटॉप, एंड अनदर वन will insert in any router or in any switch or hub, right? So that computers can connect with each other. Okay. Next is coaxial cable. What is coaxial cable? A coaxial cable is used in transmission of video, communication, signals, and audio. If we want to send, we want to share our videos or audio as well, then the coaxial cable is also very effective medium in networking. By this picture, you can observe that these kinds of wire you can see in our uh, setup box or in our uh, you can say uh, Tata Sky or Dish TV, like this, है ना? Airtel TV. These cable is used because uh, dish is one disc is inserted at the roof of your home, and one wire will come from the receiver, and it automatically inserted into the setup box, and from there your television can be connected like this. So it has a coaxial cable. What is the formation of it? Coaxial cable, first of all, it is covered, it is outer, its outer layer is of rubber, like hard rubber, you can say, sometimes, and under it we have a net of copper wire, and then we have a plastic and rubber mix coated area, and at the last, at the core of this wire, we have a copper wire, like, right? So these kinds of wire can be used in the where our dish TV, like the only disadvantage associated with this coaxial cable is its high installation and maintenance cost. Yes, it is very costly, and after sometimes we have to replace it because sometimes sun rays, sometimes storm, or you can say mm, dry air, or sometimes rains can affect these kind of wire because it is always in outer area, like so. After sometimes we have to change it. This is the main problem of it. The two types of coaxial cables are baseband coaxial cable and number two broadband coaxial cable. Number one, baseband coaxial cable. It supports quick transmission of a single signal at a time. It is mainly used for LANs. इसमें एक टाइम में एक ही सिग्नल जा सकता है, and it is used only in LAN, local area network, when we don't have any longer distance, right? Then and the another one is broadband coaxial cable. It transmits multiple signals at the same time and is used for longer distance. The problem of the limitation of baseband coaxial cable automatically covers in broadband coaxial cable because we can use it in longer distance to cover the longer distance, and also it can transmit more than one signal at a time, means speed of data transmission can be doubled, tripled, or four times sometime, right? So it is very useful cable for us. So I am uh, completing my lecture here. If you have any kind of query, you can ask. I think there is no question, so I am ending this meeting, and you have to read this lesson. And if you have any kind of problem, you can contact me anytime. Thank you. Have a nice day.